Two more people. All right, we got that done. So we're creating what they call worry stones. And a worry stone around here is just a stone you could hold in your pocket, which this is too big. So we will cut this down to about half of its size. And we'll use the mini grinder to do that. We don't want to cut our cloth, so we take our rock hammer, turn it over, tap. Ow. Tap the rock with the finger. So, there we go. So we got it in half. So see, that's about big enough. You could stick it in your pocket, but now this needs to go in step one because it's got rough edges. Okay. Now this one, we just need to round off this part right here. Which means just taking the be mindful where your fingers are, because this blade isn't like a diamond blade on the saw. This blade has grooves in it, and that groove could catch your finger. Okay, so that I think is going to do it for that one. And when we put it in the tumbler, that's going to round that off, round the corners off. So that's that one. And this one, that I think would be okay. Just basically a worry stone, you just hold it in your hand and just rub it. It's supposed to take your worries away. So we will put that one in the done pile. This one here. What we want to do with this is too big. Let's think about that. This one needs to be cut in half. Let's check the battery. It's all right. Hammer and the other one right like that. Now we're just going to shape these a little bit with the grinder again. this side. Okay. So that's what we got there on that one. It's a little bit big, but we'll check it again after it goes through the tumbler, because the tumbler should take some of that size off. Where's the other one? Not there. There, right there, right in front of me. Gee whiz. Okay, there we go. We have that one. And you would hold that like that and just rub it like that. So we'll put that one through step one. Now this one right here might be okay just like it is, because it's just the end of it. But I'm thinking it should be just a little bit shorter, but we'll just shape it. We'll just shape it. So that one is okay. We made it just a little bit smaller. You want it to be able to hold it in your hand. So we'll send that one through. Hey, how are you? Yeah, these are called worry stones. The idea is you hold the rock or stone in your hand and just rub on it to take your worries away. But some of these are too big. This here's a good size for something to hold in your pocket. That's a good size. Lower. Yep. That one was to go over there and it bounced and went on the floor. So I said, oh, I can stay there for a bit. One's a good size. This one here is a good size. And this one here is a good size. Check out our experiment before we get into the before we get into the tumbler, we're going to look at our experiment for the day. And this is just, here, let me lift you guys up so you can see. This is just some rocks that we put in some vinegar to clean them off. Mix the vinegar with a little bit of water. So you want these two on the bottom. Turn it over. Mount. All right. Now we take our rag. And we're going to wipe these down so that they can go in the tumbler. Stuff in the tumbler has been in extra long this time. I put it in on Saturday. Normally I check it every 24 hours. But today is Tuesday. I had cataract surgery yesterday, so I kind of messed up my day a little bit. So we got that all taken care of. This will be going just water. It's about Just wiping these down, sitting in vinegar. Okay, see, this one's already on the tumbler. This one's ready to go in. And these two, not ready yet. Probably not a day. See, isn't that neat? That's banded chert. Hey, Sin. Love you too, my friend. See, this is the one we did with the, that we put the cross in it. It's turning out pretty good, but it needs to go back in. Pretty polished. So we'll set that over here. I'm going to try to put a little bit less in the tumbler this time. That never works. Oh, 'cause I got it pretty full to the top. It's ready to go in. Sorry. I got this over in front of me. I'm going to take this and set it over here to the side. And I do like this. We're just wiping it down with vinegar. Put some of this dried polish off of here. it's not quite done. You can see a little bit of a luster on it. We need it to go through one, I would say one more time. Back you guys up here and set this like this. Set you guys there for a minute. Okay, get you guys back here. Oops, caught. Oh. There. Gee whiz, right? You need to pick rocks, right? This stuff over here. Differently we did the last one. We're going to set the big ones in there. See, had too much in here. Let's see, you got some rocks still with rock corners. And that's the purpose of step one, is to take off the rock corners. So let's water, pour over. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this. Tilt this down a little bit, right there. So step one, the job of step one is to round off all these hard corners. And as you can see here, 3 days into it, no rounding off of corners. So that means there was too many rocks in there. See, when you load a tumbler, you're supposed to leave a gap at the top. That way the rocks can roll and the grit can move around. What we have here, it looks like, is because the tumbler was too full, none of the rocks rolled around like they should. Which is a shame. It's frustrating, but life goes on. All of these have to go back in. We'll set them right up here. And then we're just going to take the tumbler and do the same thing like we just did. Pour water over it. Here, I'll turn you guys around here so you can watch. Move you guys over just a little bit. Like that. Let's wipe the camera lens off. Good. Oops. Just trying to move to avoid this right here. There, that's better. So now I gotta take this. Oh, Jesus, it's heavy. I'm gonna take and return here so I can grab this pretty good without. Out some of the big ones. And wipe them off. And see, it didn't do nothing. So that tells me I had too many rocks in there. So we're going to have to reload it with less rocks so that it has room for it to move around. And then I'm going to have to walk and get some water. But first things first. Okay, so let's turn you guys around here so you can watch. Move this up just a little bit. Okay, so we're still going in step one, so no need to clean out the tumbler. We're doing the same grit and everything. And this goes in. We got some over here that need to go in. It's all about different sizes of rocks. And little rocks, medium-sized rocks, big rocks. That one. And we'll do that one. And some of these little ones, a bunch of these little ones can go in. Both of these in. mother has a bunch of little bitty ones. So colander has a bunch of little bitty rocks. Which the little rocks are good for frying up the bigger rocks. I'm going to show you guys something I need to done here. About done. So I'll show you this. How can we do this? These rocks were also all in there. Second, we're going to put in our slurry. I learned this method right here, it's hard to call it a trick, from Mark at superagates.com. They catch and keep all of their slurry, and they use the slurry instead of water in steps 1 through 3. But he also said that they don't do step 2 and 3, but they do step 1 and 4. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I add the 5th one, a burnishing, which is just taking and putting your rocks that you polish in water. And taking and tumbling the rocks that you polish into water. You'd be amazed at what turns out. Just amazing. Water out of here. Good enough. So now we're going to add borax, and then we're going to add our step 1 grit. I do a tablespoon of borax. And then we're going to do 8 scoops and then 1 grit. Oh, we got to refill the grit. I will turn you down here so you can watch me over at the cabinet right there. Oops, sorry. We're going to get it out of that cabinet right there. I did rearrange this room recently. I gave myself way more room. Because originally, this table where you see the tumblers on was against that wall over there. And I had another table in here in its place. And this table that the tumblers are on is like 4 inches wider. And so they cut down my amount of moving room in here quite a bit. Back down over here. Right there is what we're working on. Okay, so 8 scoops of grit. 1, 2, this one. That one right there. We're going to see if we can put a couple more in here. Two. Maybe four. Maybe if our luck holds out. Barely. A couple small ones. Stuff like this. Just little stuff like that. You put in your step one. And that helps round off corners for your bigger rocks. So don't take and throw away your little rocks like that, because they will be very helpful in your tumbling process for step one. Oops, sorry guys. That one can go in there. That's going to be good. Wipe off the lid. Oops. I keep bumping you guys. Gee whiz. Just a little bit of vinegar. Much. Pretty easy to clean up these seals. Need to make sure I order some seals and some drive belts. Even though I've been told the drive belts are maybe too hard to come by, it shouldn't be as hard to come by because it's brand new. Parts should be available. I get sidetracked. Yeah, this is the seal. And then you wipe down the lid and put the lid on it. Like that. And I take the rag and just wipe down some of this stuff. You can't keep them perfectly clean. Just wipe them down. Because it's the nature of the beast, they get dirty. Down, I'll go finger tight and then just a little bit more. Always check that it's tight. And then I'm going to take and move you guys so that you can see me put this on the tumbler. Started. Left in it. Reset that for 48 hours. And that's done. Turn you guys around here. Pull the bucket up over here. Get around here. There. Take our rag. We're just going to wipe these down. Wipe them down. may need to add a little more water to that. I don't hear it moving around very much. Ready. Okay, so that's clean enough. See, this is what I'm talking. This is a perfect example. See these edges? The purpose of step one is to round off them edges. And this was in step one from Saturday until today. That's 1, 2, 3 days. And the edges are just hard as sharp as ever. So that means we didn't do something right. Here's another one. The edges were not touched. That's disappointing. Because I've seen this thing do some phenomenal work. See, we're just wiping this off. This would be the perfect size for a worry stone because it's just meant to sit in your hand and just rub it. Another one, same thing. None of the edges are touched. Disappointing. basically getting the big ones out of here so that when I check this in like an hour or so, I can just throw all them little ones in there. See, that's cool stuff. That's that stromatolite. All right, that's what I got for y'all today. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you back here tomorrow. Take care. Bye.